bad.
Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that flow. That's the old way. That's how we've been filling this thing. This is the new way, and we made some improvements. I think it's good now. We just don't actually have the hose to get it there yet. We don't have the hose connected in right here. So before, you'll remember in the last video, I had it coming in, filling from the bottom, and then there was an overflow right here that filled the same with the tank, and it did work. But what I didn't think about is as soon as it drops over the top and it starts coming down, the water creates a suction, siphoning out the entire tank. So this thing would fill, empty, fill, empty, fill, empty. Hilarious. I didn't realize I didn't think about it. Didn't cross my mind. So we went ahead and we left it filling from the bottom, because a lot of people are like, that's never gonna work. That does work, it works fine. You're not fighting 550 gallons of weight, you're only fighting the height. So you're only fighting this. That pump is going way down in the ground and pumping water way up. There's another 5 feet is not a big deal. So it fills up just fine. Now we have an overflow coming from the top. So it's dumping out. We actually have two, because that was the only flat spot we could find, but we couldn't get a 2-inch pipe there. So we put two 1 1/4-inch pipes. So it's coming out this side and the other, running 2 pipes down here. And you can see we are overflowing and filling up our pond. The tank is completely full. When I do turn the valve on, we got a lot of water pressure right there, because all the pressure from this tank gravity fed, and then also our well. Let's turn our well off right now. So now the well is not pumping any more water. Let's see how much water pressure is here just from gravity. Plenty. That's excellent. Well's back on. So that will actually, I think, fill up our water tank super fast, because he's having to just let that pump run. We're suctioning the murky water out of there, putting it in there. They use this thing for watering roads. We put little sprinklers on the back of it, so they just drag behind trucks, watering the roads as they're doing construction to keep all the dust and everything down. So now they come here, drain this tank to fill that one, and then while they're gone watering the roads, this tank is filling itself back up again. They come back over here, fill it again. It's also in case of fire. You go spray your whole tank on the fire, come back over here, empty this tank into your tank, drive off, and you got 500 more gallons to go fight the fire with. So this is our little fire truck trailer over there, and this is our reserve tank. It'll always be at the ready, always be full, because it is constantly filling itself up to full, and I just stepped right in the mud. All the overflow is just going in the pond, filling up our pond. We need to put some aerators in here, and some fish probably, so this thing won't be so murky. One problem solved. Now we got some other things to tend to on the ranch. We actually have a little thing you guys can come do out here, which is pretty cool. You can basically rent our firearms, and they come with someone. David usually is the guy who comes out here. David and Mikey are out here right now. There's actually some guys in from England. I think they're military in England, right?
I think they said that, yeah.
I think David said these guys were military guys from England, and they were in Texas and wanted to shoot some guns. And so we brought out several guns. They have, we don't do this every time, but we thought it was kind of cool. These guys were military, so we brought some extra special guns. But like the ones we bring every time are like the Barrett. You can shoot a 50 cal. Like every time we're gonna let anybody shoot a 50 cal. And it's just a kind of a service, a way that you guys can come out here and enjoy the range and shoot some guns you maybe otherwise would never be able to shoot. It's a way for us to make a little bit of money to help support our continuing building of the range and the resort. The special guns we brought, today it's special because I haven't even seen this thing firing yet. We brought the MP7 out here. It broke again, so we bought it when it was broken, and you saw this on Demolition Ranch if you were watching, but we bought it when it was broken, we got it fixed, shot probably a couple hundred rounds through it, and it broke the exact same way, and we were like, man, something else is wrong. We found a bunch of other little things, like our gas port was just like burned up and like way too big, so it was letting too much gas out, and that was like making it cycle really fast, and that was just destroying it. So we got all new parts in it, like way more parts than last time, and I think everything's good. So I'm gonna get to see the MP7 shoot for the first time in a while, because it was a bolt action MP7, which is very sad. But I think it's back now, and we thought it'd be cool to test it out with these guys and let them kind of rip it for a couple rounds too, while we see if our MP7 works. So this can be you. I'll link in the description below. If you want to come out here, you can book an appointment to come out here, hang out with us out on the range, and David will let you shoot my guns. We're here, but on this channel we try to not show shooting of guns, so sorry. Nailed it. That's your first time shooting one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not suppressed, but
okay.
That suppressor really makes you hear that spring.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nice.
And that thump of the blast over here. That's a suppressor on the end. And it really does work good. Like, it's a 50 BMG, which is a huge round to suppress, but it does work. Look how good our Desperado shooting range is looking out here. It's so awesome. We have these things up just temporarily because it's Texas and the sun is very hot. But we do have the new canvas that we're gonna come out here, and we need to put some poles up and run it between, and then we're gonna have a really nice shade very soon, which will be so nice for stuff like this.
Oh, skimmed it. Nice.
So the 50 cal is the last gun that they knew they were shooting today. Now we're gonna bring out the guns that they're just the extra. This doesn't happen every time. Also, I don't show up every time. If I'm on property, I always wanna drop in and just say hi, because these guys are out here obviously having fun for themselves, but they're also supporting what we're doing, and I really appreciate that. So whenever I'm around, like today when we were already out here, I'm gonna come by and say hey and shoot with them. But yeah, getting to shoot the MP7, not a guarantee. We're just doing it because we just got it back and we're excited. We also have an AR over here that also goes brrr. None of that we can show on this channel. My apologies. What did you do with that one, David?
Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
That one, very short barrel, very high rate of fire. Very illegal on YouTube. Sorry.
They just have fast fingers. They're just really, really fast when they shoot.
Yeah. Totally legal in Texas, but YouTube won't let us show it, unfortunately.
Like this fast.
Dang, look at that finger go.
That's not fast enough. Actually, because when they shot the Scar, this would be better. We weren't sure if we were gonna bring this one out or not.
It doesn't kick hard.
No. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
very loud.
Yeah, you don't need ear protection for this one. It's fine.
No eyes.
No eyes.
It's really like shooting a 22. You know, very similar.
Ow! That hurt me. It's just blasted out the side.
I feel like it touched my soul.
It's just a fun gun. It's nothing.
Yeah, that thing's nuts.
Got a lot of time for that. Yeah, there's not, as you said, it's not, you don't feel it, but you hear it in the chest.
So
If it wasn't
loud.
such an expensive round,
Yeah.
I would want it to be a normal gun for everybody to shoot out here. But yeah, it's just all right. I found those 2 boxes.
Yeah, we have them.
3 Win Mag?
Yeah,
Cool.
Remember you let your brother-in-law borrow the
Yes.
It's a secret gun.
Special gun.
yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's fucking.
You are in luck. Got it fixed.
I haven't even shot this one
He actually has finished shot.
since we got it fixed.
Sorry. I know it's yours, but
So
We got it.
let me know if it's fun to shoot.
yeah, we only brought ammo for them too.
Actually, no, there's still a box in my truck.
There is a box in
okay.
there. I don't know if it's full. It's not
No,
full.
it's not full, but there's at least 10 rounds.
These are these are full 40 rounders. We were gonna test them anyway, so I figured.
Get to shoot 7 rounds.
Oh yeah.
There's 9. Have fun. Still snappy.
No. Oh. Oh, was it jam? Dang it! Oh yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, triple things for double feed.
Dang it. Press it
Oh wait. Oh, never mind.
I assumed it would run. We also haven't shot it on.
That's cool. That is so cool.
There you go. Yeah, maybe short bursts.
Matt's face just lights up at this gun every time.
What a mean little gun.
There you go.
Yes.
So fast.
That was a whole mag.
That's 40 rounds.
All right, that was a mag that worked.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh.
I hope it was a break-in thing.
Yeah.
And not, because we have whole new parts in this thing. They're impossible to
Now Matt's gonna shoot a fourth of a mag.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot my 9 rounds or 10 rounds now.
Oh yeah, that's the same as 40.
It's a fourth. You had to flex. Hey, it ran though.
Yeah! Sweet. Yeah, so maybe it just needed a little break-in. Anyway, come do that with us. It'll be super fun. Hello, lady. All right, we have the hose now hooked up. We're gonna see how long it takes to fill this thing up. And right now the well is on, pumping up into our tank, filling up and then overflowing out to the overflow to run into our pond. And you can see we have this new green suction hose on there on the valve. We can put that right in the top, turn it on, and all of this will dump into there. In theory. It's running in there.
Stop watching, ready.
Okay, go. So now we're flowing into the tank. All gravity. Sweet. So we're almost full over there. This thing is still half full because we have the pump running, which is cool. That's what I was wondering, how fast it would draw it down. What's our time? 6:52. Not bad. I think that's comparable to the other. Maybe it's a little faster and all clean water. And you don't have to run a pump. We don't got to worry about the super loud pump. We don't have to worry about priming it. Before, you can see this bucket down in the water. We would have to climb down in the murky water to get that thing primed. All right, so now this thing is still running. It'll fill itself back up, start overflowing, keep our pond going. I think we have the water system working now. We got it figured out. First plan, not a great plan, but now it seems great. We're actually gonna take the CUDA now out to Muscle Rod. You guys haven't seen Brandon in a while. We haven't been to Muscle Rod in a while. We got something in the works. It's pretty cool. And I miss Brandon. This thing has so much more power than it used to have. It's awesome. We have a new 6.7 Cummins turbo diesel in it. But, man, it's so loud. I have earplugs in. It's so loud. Stupid. We're gonna fix that today. All the way to Muscle Rod. I'll see you guys there. All right, we're at Muscle Rod now, and what's up, Brandon? What's up, dude? We happen to park right next to another Barracuda that's also matte black. Open those doors again, Ben. That was hilarious. This one's a little smaller. Exact same car, just mine's truck version. The door goes right over it. Look at this, it's a good looking car. But it is so cute and tiny. Anyway, that's what a Barracuda is supposed to look like. And then we did this.
I love it.
Mostly me, mostly I did all this work.
Great job, dude.
Out of all the CUDAs in this parking lot, this one is the baddest.
I like how you made your engine touch the back of the firewall.
That firewall might need a little bit of hammering.
I got just a hammer for that, too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Everything fits.
It's okay.
Dude, this looks so good.
Okay, so...
Who did all this?
was that you?
What's the name?
Was that you?
The motor?
Oh, the motor?
No. Yeah.
Holden.
Oh, that's right. Holden Brothers.
Some guys, some brothers. Yeah. Okay,
Good guys.
so we're here to get that exhaust not coming out the hood. What would you do?
Dude, that looks pretty cool.
Do we need that?
That's not important.
I mean, it didn't go anywhere. I guess it stays there. The whole drive on the highway over here was fine.
What else came off this car, dude?
Who knows?
Holden Brothers, we need to give them a
Jeez,
call.
those guys, I would not go to them if you have a car that needs work.
It's horrible.
We wanted to have full exhaust going to the back with a muffler, right?
Maybe 2.
Yeah. And then also...
How quiet do you want it when it's going through the muffler?
It doesn't have to be really quiet. It just can't be this.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, but that's really loud. Start it up. You haven't heard it.
Kind of scary.
Get in there.
This car's too big.
Give her some gas. Yeah, don't hit your head.
We build muscle cars.
You have to... You gotta jump up and duck to not hit your head. Like that.
Most ungraceful market.
Yep. Could use a step. It's loud. changing colors the whole time? Sounds pretty good. So the plan is to have muffled exhaust going to the back, but then have a cutout valve that'll direct straight pipe exhaust out the gills on both sides. So when you rev it, it'll blow black smoke out both sides of the car.
It's perfect.
It'll be so good. So when we want it to be loud, it can be loud. When we want it to be quiet, it can be quiet. I think that's the goal. It is funny that it's as tall as this Tahoe. It is the same height. It's a little bit taller than this Barracuda over here. Oh, this Barracuda has a back seat. That's really cool. It's still actually pretty stripped too though. And this is my favorite Roadrunner in the entire world. It's so cool. All right, Brandon's going in. It is so stupid big and so cool. The lights are apparently on party mode right now. They're all switching between the colors. Dude, look at this stupid thing. I love it. Oh, so good. Where it all began. How are you gonna get a 4-inch pipe all the way to the back of this car that there's not a whole lot of room in?
Well, check it out. So to get it to the back of the car is not a big deal, all right?
Seems like a big deal.
So this is just gonna turn down.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go down.
Have you looked under the car? I think it's a big deal.
I know. We built it. So here's the deal. So it's gonna go down and out, and then you'll have a muffler, and then it's gonna split into two.
You just made that sound so easy. Have you looked under this car?
I can show you exhaust everywhere.
You don't have any 4-inch pipes going through these Barracudas in here.
That is true.
This one, it's so tight.
But that's not the hard part.
Okay.
The hard part is
getting the valve and the Y and
this one's the hard part.
Yeah.
So this has got to sit somewhere. So this is a cutout, right? So you have a valve that goes here that opens and closes.
That is gonna be so big.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good thing we actually got rid of one of the turbos. So you got a little more room.
That does make it a whole lot better.
Yeah.
But this is going to go down from the turbo through this, and then down the back of the car into the muffler. This side, though, is the hard part. This side has to come back around.
Yeah.
Up top to the top center of your motor.
Over the top of the motor.
Then it's going to
put. Stuff's been sitting in here a little bit. We were supposed to come back a while back. Sorry, yeah. We ended up switching motors.
Somewhere in there, this has to be there, and this has to be centered.
How is that gonna fit on? That has to go on top of our motor.
So, yeah, somewhere in there. Okay, definitely.
Right there, dude. That is so huge. How are we gonna put pipes on top of this thing?
Idea.
Yeah.
So.
Do we need a firewall?
No.
Just cut that out.
Oh, the cowl. We can get rid of
Take the cowl out?
It's not a bad idea.
How hard is it to stretch the frame about 2 more feet? Easy, right?
I think this thing's already long.
Y'all have a frame stretcher?
Yeah.
You just hook on to here.
Yeah, it's called D-wall cutter.
Yep.
So then it's going to go into this, and from here goes out the fenders.
Yeah. But real question. Is that Y gonna sit like that?
No.
How is it gonna go anywhere? I don't know, right? It's the hard questions.
Aren't you gonna help us on this?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it all.
You're the doctor.
I'm doing it.
You have the smarts. It's not even that big.
Yeah, little guy.
You know what it could do? It could sit kind of like this, and you back around.
And then one of them loops up out of the hood and comes back down.
Check that out.
I mean, yeah.
That doesn't work either.
I don't know. It still needs to go into the cowl.
After 2 years, how long has it been?
Been a bit.
Even after 2 years, we're still working.
We still don't know.
We've been drawing it up and trying. So this is the muffler.
That's a big girl. Yeah.
Okay.
You think just one will be good?
I
think so.
I think so.
I think just with having the 12 feet of pipe, it's going to make a huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
And dumping behind you and not in your face.
You could probably straight pipe this thing.
Yeah.
And then, so we're going from 4 to 2. We'll do 2.5.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what the original, CUDA tips are.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that.
You could have tips on.
But before we talk about that,
Yeah, I gotta show you.
what are you gonna show?
This-
Ooh, look at that thing.
This is the valve.
It takes the place of that plate.
Sits right there. But what we're gonna do, this is where the important part comes
But
in.
you got to get multiple valves.
We got two.
You close off one and open the other.
Right, so how these normally work is you're driving down the road, bumping around, all quiet, right?
Right,
And you're like downward races.
as one does.
You gotta open it up.
Yep,
Well, when you open it up, you still got exhaust coming out of your
out of the back too.
Back.
But you need all the fury coming out the front.
right. And you only get half the sound.
Yep,
You know, in a V8, it's different. You open it up, it's super loud.
yeah.
But so we do like that, and then when they open up,
I love it.
not the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's how that thing's in theory.
And-
so that whole thing has to fit somewhere in this compartment.
and my plan was for it to just dump out a single exhaust tip in the back. And Brandon was like, no, Barracudas have
Dude,
they have these holes that were made for exhaust. And I was like, yeah, but we put a frame in there. That's a frame, and that's a frame and a gas tank.
not even a.
There's a frame
even a problem.
in both of our exhaust ports. What's your plan there, doctor?
Okay. Why did you design it like that?
You know, we just run the exhaust through the frame. And you don't even have to pipe it. You just literally goes through the box frame.
This ruins all my dreams.
No, we can do it. You're gonna have to cut that frame out, aren't you?
Can't cut the frame out.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Okay, look, there's.
Do you need a frame? What does a frame even do?
nothing in this case because you're not towing anything?
Oh, I'm gonna be towing.
Oh, you really?
Yeah, but we can just hook the hitch to this thing, whatever that is. It looks sturdy.
It does. I made it.
Made out of aluminum and holds fuel. We'll tow from that.
And
Weld straight to there.
You can weld them. I was gonna say.
Yep.
Or self-tapping screws.
Self-tappers, yeah.
They're
Well, they
all over this.
they make those with those gaskets, and so that'll seal the fuel in there. Yeah, that'll be good. And you're doing all this for free. That's so cool. All right, man. See you later.
All right. See you in 24 months. Dude.
Yeah. By the way, Brandon doesn't do anything fast. Just kidding.
months, 3 days.
Car work just isn't fast. Yeah. I mean, what do you need? 6 days? It's just exhaust work and windows, power windows. Charge the AC. We need insulation on the whole inside, back seat, door panels, and you can have an extra day for all that stuff.
Restoration on the way.
See you, dude. Later.
I'm on fire! Oh. Hey, what camera is that? Number...
Shut up! Don't tell Mayor.